Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? All right, man. So let me give a shout out to Dream Chasing Boxing. He did a video on about this topic this morning, and it was funny, man. His the title of his video just caught my attention first thing because I was going to do a video about that because yesterday, and shouts out to the commenter Joe Kelly. I believe he subbed to me too. On the video I left yesterday about the Parker versus Kajanu fight, he left a comment saying that Parker is ducking Wilder hands down. And if you look at that comment, quite a few people gave him a thumbs up on that comment. So I was going to do a video about it this morning. Then I seen Dream Chase and I checked out his video just to hear some other people's opinions. And I pretty much agree with Dream Chasing. I don't think it's a duck. Now, if you're the believer that, hey, he called him out, he didn't take the fight, he ducked him. I mean, if that's as simple as if some of you make it, that's fine if that's your opinion. I try to take some, other things into consideration. Wilder, to his credit, called Parker out, I believe, on the 13th day mark, meaning 13 days away from his fight, May 6th. All right, today is what, the 11th day mark. So 11 days to the fight happens. And I actually left a comment on Dream Chasing's video saying that, unless Wilder signs up for a fight in the next 11 days here. I mean, it's just 11 days away. Just 11. I can see if it was 41 days, 51 days, 111 days. It's literally 11 days until the fight. It's a fight that we all expecting Parker to win. Fingers crossed that he doesn't come out injured. And I think there's enough time to get something done. If they still want to go this route with Wilder and Parker, there's still enough time to get something done for July or August. Wilder said July he would like to fight. And I remember the promoter of Ducal Events, Higgins, he said that if they were to push the date back, the date's going to go forward. But if they were to push the date back just before they found Kajono, he said that they want Parker back in the ring July or August. So July, August, somewhere around there, I still think there's enough time to get something done. Again, unless miraculously something happens where Wilder signs to fight somebody within the next 11 days here. Now, for you fans saying, what about his mandatory? What? Yes, we still know Stavern is still there. Wilder, on a Fight Hype interview 2 days ago, was expressing his displeasure and even having to get in the ring with Stavern again. It's just an unwarranted rematch. He won that fight easy, man. I mean, that was an easy fight. And plus, a lot of us fans, we think Stavern should have to earn it. Fight somebody in an interim fight. I know what happened with Povetkin, but WBC should have forced him to fight somebody. Ortiz, Dillian White, Carlos Takam, somebody. I mean, somebody. The dude's fought one time against Derek Rossi in the last 2 years, and he struggled in a debatable fight against Rossi. All right, but yeah, man, I don't think this is a duck. I still think there's enough time to get something done. The fight's in 11 days. Wilder's going out to the UK. Is he out there now? He might be out there now to be ringside for the Joshua Klitschko fight. Unless, he enters the ring and they try to make that fight. But then there's just so much going on with these mandatories. You got Stavern out there, Luis Ortiz, the WBA, then you got Pulev, the IBF. So there's a lot going on as far as these mandatories. So I guess we'll see what happens, man. But again, I think that the negotiations could go on after this fight. When I was watching the presser yesterday, Parker said that he's willing and open and free to negotiate with whoever after this fight's over with. And I can't blame him for that, because when you got to fight 11 days away, man, whether it's Wilder, Parker, Joshua, Klitschko, Jarrell Miller, whoever you want to, Dillian White, whoever you want to put in a position, I mean, they got a fight coming up, man. Let them get their fight done first. And then after the fight, we can go ahead and talk about all the names and unification fights and things like that. You know what I mean? But I understand where Parker's coming from and his team. They're trying to save this huge event that's going down in New Zealand, man. This is a big event. You know what I mean? He won the title in New Zealand. Now he's trying to make history being to defend his title in his country. You know what I mean? So a lot of history going on in that country, man. And they're trying to just save the event. You know what I mean? A lot of money went into that. A lot of sponsors pulled out. A lot of sponsors stepped up and fulfilled some positions for this fight. So I understand what they're doing. It's kind of like when Wilder had his fight in his hometown of Alabama, right? Warjic failed the test. They needed a replacement, and it was Gerald Washington, actually a better fighter than Warjic, in my opinion. And that was the guy who I wanted him to go with from the start for that comeback fight from his injury. So I understand trying to, regroup and save events, especially when you're 13, 12, 11 days away. I mean, the fight's literally right around the corner, man. So let's just let these little 11 days go by, let the fight happen. And May 7th, we should see what's what. You know what I mean? We'll again, I'm not overlooking Stavern, man, but man, I wish. It's just like, man, it's just like it's nagging having him around as the mandatory, man, without earning. Now, had he would have beat Povetkin or had he would have beat somebody, then you know I'll have a different opinion about it. But just that, I mean, he pretty much lost, set out, struggled against Rossi. Now he gets a title shot. Just bothers me. I'm sorry, man. I know he's the mandatory, but it just bothers me that he is the mandatory. But yeah, I don't take this as a duck, man. Again, if you're the type that well, he called him out. He should have just took it. I mean, if that's what if that's your criteria of ducking, then I guess to some of you he did duck. But to me, it's 11 days away. Like, what is Wilder going to do in 11 days? Like, you know what I mean? Unless, like I said, he somehow, some way signs up to fight the Klitschko versus Joshua winner, and they try to negotiate. But rather, it's going to be Stavern, which would have been a problem anyways had Parker said, okay, Stavern is going to be a problem. He's going to have to get some step aside money or something. They're going to have to give him something, man, because I think he's dogged on getting this title shot. And we know that Don King has a powerful influence over the WBC. So I don't look at it as a duck, being it's just 11 days away. Now, that's just my opinion, man. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm out.